I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Meshi with Path to Wellness with Meshi. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm not going to ask how you're doing because nobody tells me that in the comments, so we'll leave that one out for today. Do you ever feel like it's been a minute since we had a chat? I know I do. I don't know why, but I just do. I wanted to talk to you today about the top 5 green beauty products, and literally I'm calling them products and tools that are absolute must-haves when it comes to getting started into the green beauty community, into the green beauty world. So if one of your New Year's resolutions was to actually reduce some of the toxins that you are putting on your skin, that you're looking to make a switch from conventional beauty to green beauty because it looks super enticing and just really wanted to just reap all the health benefits, then this video is definitely going to be for you. And if you feel overwhelmed, I'm happy to help you, just showing you some of the best tools that I personally found in my own little beauty counter. I don't want to call it beauty counter. It's not a beauty counter. Anyways, these are some of my basic tools that I think that are the absolute must-haves, and we're going to go over 5 different ones. So if that sounds good to you, then just stay tuned and let's get started with that video. Okay, so first let's talk a little bit about why, you know what I mean? Because somebody will always ask me that. Why would you want to make a switch from the conventional beauty? Wouldn't you just want to go to the drugstore and buy the cheapest makeup or the cheapest beauty tools? And you can most definitely do that. And this conversation is not so much about how much can you spend on beauty tools. This conversation was a little bit deeper, and we're going to get a little bit more mindful about some of the things and the tools that we are using, that we're surrounding ourselves with, so that we can, put our body in a state where we're actually promoting wellness rather than we're suppressing it. And makeup is one of those very interesting things that it not only should be able to make you feel great, but it should actually be good for you. And I challenge you to go onto Instagram, and you will probably already know this, but if you didn't, then here you go. If you go onto Instagram and you search for the hashtag Sephora, there's going to be quite a few million people that are following that hashtag, and you will see a lot of women posting about conventional beauty, so it just tells you that it's a really popular tag. If you do the exact same thing and you put in cruelty-free beauty or cruelty-free makeup, keep that in mind that that's not going to be the same as green beauty. Green beauty is going to be toxin-free, and cruelty-free more than likely is going to be vegan. So I just want you to, some of these keywords can get so mismatched, and it can feel like when you're searching for one thing, to give you an idea, CoverGirl is cruelty-free because they're not doing animal testing on their products. So that's big thumbs up, but I kind of wish that CoverGirl would also take the time to take out the chemicals from their products so that it's not going to be a hormone disruptor. So you might want to kind of take a look at some of your beauty products that you currently have that you're using. I don't care about the things that you use once a year because it's not going to make a big difference. I want you to kind of take a look at the products that you're using every single day. So those are the staples that we're going to be talking about today. And that's sort of what I have started with, to sort of start replacing some of my own beauty products, because honestly it's going to be an investment and a half if you try to replace everything all at once. Because if you are buying makeup, you already know it costs a pretty penny. So the very first thing that I wanted to show you is actually what I think is going to be take the largest perimeter on your face, is the foundation. So I have here the one from Ilia. This is the True Skin Serum Foundation, and the reason why I love this is because they are putting in aloe. It's a lightweight foundation. I bought the wrong shade, but whatever, we're going to forgive that. But I really like this foundation because it leaves a natural finish on your skin. So this is great, especially over the winter. You might be into more of a dewy finish if your skin is normal. I should add that when it comes to foundations, there's 1,000,001 types of foundation, but really you want to make sure that you are getting the finish that you're looking for. The one that I used before this was from Lawless. That was their first launch added foundation. That was like a super dewy foundation. Like it took a little bit to be able to kind of set it. It looked really nice on the skin once it was on there, but Lawless was definitely one of those brands that they were upfront about it too, that they said that it's going to be a more dewy foundation. So I actually prefer this a little bit more because it's a natural finish. So natural finish means that it has a little bit of shine. So it's not, you're not going to look like a wax doll, but at the same time, it's not so dewy that you feel like you need to like wipe your face by the end of the afternoon because you're getting so greasy. And especially over winter, something like this is really wonderful. So I like foundations that also add extra anti-aging ingredients or just ingredients that are like perfectly good for your skin, because then I feel like even if you happen to skip your your moisturizer, or you skip your facial serum or things like that, then this guy can kind of help you out. I believe it also has an SPF of 30. So again, it's one of those great choices that Ilia has done a wonderful job with their products, and it took me a little bit to sort of get used to it. But then once you get used to them and you know sort of how to apply them, what's the best technique to apply them, they are absolutely wonderful and they save you quite a bit of time. Next up, I wanted to talk to you about, this will come as absolutely no surprise to most of you. I'm going to talk to you about the RMS little, I'm trying not to blind you here. So this is the RMS Pop Collection little, I keep calling this a quad, it's just a small little palette. So what you get here, and the reason why I love this is because you get a highlighter, a bronzer, which as you can tell, it's totally used up at this point. You also get 2 lip to cheek products. So you can use the lip to cheek products, as the name suggests, either on your lips or on your cheeks. So you can either use them as a bronzer, not as a bronzer, as you can either use them as a blush, or you can use them just on days when you really don't want to wear a ton of makeup. You just kind of dab it on your lips and you're totally good to go. And this one actually includes some shea butter, and it smells like vanilla. So I like this because everything is in, like really compact. You can throw this in your purse. But I will show you a close-up of the colors so you can kind of take a look. But there's this, and then I also have another one. This is their signature mod collection. So, and I will show you a more close-up of the 2 palettes and how they are similar but how they're totally different. And I actually wanted to suggest both of them to you for different reasons. The reason why I wanted you to get the Pop Collection is because when you're just starting out, this is perfect. You get a bronzer, a highlight, 2 lip to cheek products, which means that really all you need is just some foundation and maybe a little bit of color corrector, and you have a full look ready to go. And the reason why I'm suggesting this guy, this is the Mod Collection. So the Mod Collection actually comes with 2 different highlights, and it just adds that natural, like light reflecting look to the skin. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm not really wearing a ton of that right now, but I am wearing the combo of the 2 lip to cheek products. So depending on what mood I'm in or how like my entire face kind of looks, then I might go with something warmer or something cooler. And the reason why I love this is because of this shade, and because of the cocoa butter, and because of the highlight. So I love this for a totally different reason than I do the other one, because here you can sort of play and you can sort of look at like what type of colors would suit your complexion a little bit better. So having something like this to kind of get started with, I think is such a great start. And RMS Beauty is known for primarily using coconut oil in their products. So if you're loving coconut oil and you don't have a sensitivity, then these are absolutely worth the money, because keep in mind, I'm starting with face products for a good reason. Everything that you put on your face, about 60% of that will get absorbed into your skin, into your bloodstream relatively soon, which means that you're not actually putting in poison. So not that it's poison, it's just your body does not know sort of what to do with the extra ingredients, because your body does not recognize it, and then it goes through a filtration system, and really you're just bogging down your kidneys and your liver and your internal system for like no reason. So that's sort of my whole thing about green beauty. Next up, Next up is actually, again, this will come as absolutely no surprise, and I will explain sort of, I thought about this morning. I'm like, oh, you will actually appreciate this. This is the Allayed Mascara. You have probably seen me, this has shown up quite a few times in a few of my favorite videos, and as you can tell, you might not, I will do a close-up, so don't worry. This is a natural bristle mascara. When you smell it though, I thought about this morning. When you smell it, it smells like cocoa butter. And if you compare this to the chocolate bar palette from Too Faced, that smells like fragrance. This smells like actual cocoa butter. And it would not surprise me if they actually added cocoa butter in there. Allayed is a newer company. They've only been around for about maybe 4 years or so. They're just out actually in BC. So way to go, Canada. So if you wanted to, actually, I believe that Ilia is also Canadian as well. So if you wanted to support Canadian companies, newer up-and-coming companies that are, you know, basically if you're putting this through the Think Dirty website, this will come back as a 0, which is sort of why I'm suggesting it for you, because it's not only a beautiful mascara with a natural one, the packaging, it's a bamboo packaging. So beyond that, the reason why I love this so much is because, keep in mind, like, where are we putting this? You're putting this on your eye or around your eye, and really it's like you want to be careful about like what type of products you're putting around your eye or around your nostrils, or like what are the things that you're going to be inhaling or absorbing into the skin. It makes a big difference. And last but not least, this is sort of, I promise that I will talk to you about it, so I really wanted to mention this here. This is a Gouache Atul, and it comes in a kit with the face roller. So this is the rose quartz face roller, so it has 2 different ends. Unfortunately, I dropped mine, so like the little end that you would use under your eye is broken, but whatever. Two different purposes, same sort of idea. So you would be using the face roller. You can put it into your fridge or freezer so that the stone actually gets nice and cold, and then you can roll it on your skin. And then the idea behind the face roller is that it's a depuffing system. Gouache Atul, on the other hand, this will be multi-purpose, and multi-purpose in a sense that you can use this on your face so that as a Gouache Atul. So what does that mean? Why do we care about this? Well, you would care about this is because it impacts your lymphatic system, and your lymphatic system is interconnected to your immune system. So the more inflammation that you have, you're allowing a tool such as this to really move fluid, and then getting it back into the circulatory system so that it can get, so like all of the extra toxins that you have built up in your body, a tool such as this that has multi-uses is going to be so important. So yes, it's an anti-aging tool. It's a really gentle technique especially when you're using it on your face. Don't worry if you're brand new to gua sha, and if you're brand new to using a Gouache Atul on your face as a facial massage, I will leave a link in the description where you can actually take a look at like a step-by-step guide of how to use it. But it's very gentle. You're the one who's controlling the pressure, and basically you're gently pulling the skin, so you're moving fluid and you're really stimulating the little channels of lymphatic channels so that it starts moving the fluid and then getting it back into the circulatory system so that it can get filtered. That's the whole idea behind the Gouache Atul. Keep in mind, this is how you would use it on your face. If you end up using it on your shoulders, or if you have like issues with your forearm, wrist, really anywhere, you can also use that to work away any trigger points or any muscle adhesions. So it can actually be a really versatile tool that you can use for your health. That's why I love it so much, and I so wish that more practitioners would talk to you about this, because it's not just an anti-aging tool, it's not just a beauty tool, and it's not just that it's beautiful because you have, you know, your beautiful rose quartz going on here. But if you're using it strategically, if you're using it for anti-aging, if you're using it, anything that you're doing, any type of modality that you can get yourself into that stimulates your lymphatic system is already going to be so beneficial for you. So I encourage you to really educate yourself within that realm, really learn the techniques, and then really apply it every single day or at least once a week so that it can be part of your cleansing routine. This is all I wanted to tell you for today. Let me know, question of the day, in the comments. For whatever reason, I can't talk today. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried any of the brands that I mentioned today, and if you have tried the facial Gouache Atul, what did you think? Did you find it helpful? Did you find it useful? Did you find that it made any difference at all? I have been using it for a little while now, and honestly, the moment that I got it, I fell in love, just because I felt like I sort of got a tool that's actually working. So, but I would love to hear from you. Let's start this conversation. Let's chat about different beauty tools, and let me know if you have tried anything from RMS or from Ilia or from Allayed. They are my absolute faves at the very moment, but I mean, obviously the green beauty community is expanding every single day. There's more companies that are bringing in new innovations, so I think that really this is just the beginning of this movement. Let me know in the comments what you've tried and what you think of it. And in the meanwhile, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and sticking with me. If you are brand new here, consider subscribing, and you can hit the notification bell so that you get an update every time I release a video. We kind of go into a few different topics during the week. Like, I usually release a video every Tuesday, Thursday, and usually once on the weekend. So because I go into a few different topics on green beauty, such as this video, we talk about spirituality and how to really become a more conscious consumer. We talk about zero waste and how you can reduce your waste consumption. Sometimes we do some bullet journaling, and other times we just talk about mindset shifts and how we can manage our anxiety and our overwhelm. So because we go into a few different topics, you might not actually know when I'm going to be releasing the topic that you might be interested in. So what I have done to help you out, I usually release a recap email every Sunday that shows sort of the best takeaways from each of my videos, and I also show you sort of the outline of the schedule for the following week. If you wanted to sign up for that, completely free, complimentary, make your life easier, link is down in the description. And in the meanwhile, keep shining, wellness seekers, keep seeking, and just keep shining your light. And just know that you're so much more powerful than you think. I will see you guys again next time. Bye.
If you're wondering why I have like this thumb situation happening, it's not because I want to be fashionable, it's because simply I am freezing. And it's because it's winter time. And it's Canada. Thanks, Canada. You're the best.
I wanted to talk to you today about the top 5 green beauty products, and literally I'm calling them products.
And I wanted to talk to you about why is your microphone echoing. Oh yeah, that's right, because the mic in front of you is actually muted. Good job.
Showing you some of the best tools that I personally found in my own little...
Okay, does anybody else wonder what that dance was about? I sure do. Okay, anyways, carry on, girl.
Beauty counter. I don't want to call it beauty counter.
I swear to you, it looks like you're actually dancing to a Jamaican song.
It's not a beauty counter.
Of course it's not a beauty counter. Beauty counter is a brand, silly.